Formula E, the fastest electric racing series and the most exciting motorsport on the planet, leading the way in the electric revolution, helping promote cleaner vehicles around the world. Round 5 marks the 50th ever Formula E race, and over the last 4 years, electric street racing has been taking over cities across the globe.
And we go green in Paris, Zurich, Hong Kong, Berlin.
We've seen epic street fights from Miami to Monaco, from the tarmac of New York to the lush lakeside of Zurich. Records have been broken, history has been made. This season began by bringing electric racing to the streets of Saudi Arabia for the first time, where Antonio Felix da Costa took the win for BMW I Andretti.
The magical Moroccan city of Marrakech hosted round 2, and a flawless performance from Jerome D'Ambrosio gave him and Mahindra Racing the top step of the podium.
Santiago, Chile was the setting for round 3, where Sam Bird took home the full 25 points for Envision Virgin Racing in record-breaking temperatures.
Round 4 was a showdown in Mexico City, where fierce battles on track caused incredible drama.
Whoa, that's a big airborne crash for Nelson Piquet.
And this was just a setup for the most exciting final lap in Formula E history.
Verline covers the inside.
Because Lucas.
De Grassi up the inside, and Verline goes straight on. Here comes Verline out of the final corner.
Is it
It's
zero?
De Grassi wins.
So far this season, we've had 4 different winners from 4 different teams. It's all to play for as the series hurtles towards Asia.
Hey street racers, I'm Sebastien Buemi, driver for the Nissan e.dams team, and I'm your host for the show. It's round 5 and there is a storm about to go down on the streets of Hong Kong.
Hong Kong, Asia. A fast-moving metropolis. Distinct in color. Forward in motion. Ever evolving. A neon-painted urban jungle. Its iconic harborfront the stage. As the championship marks its 50th race.
Push, yes!
The all-electric heroes of Formula E descend. As a downtown street fight beckons in the fastest moving city on the planet, and only one warrior can reign supreme.
This weekend's race is number 50 in Formula E history, and it's been a hell of a ride.
As Formula E approaches its 50th race, we've asked you to pick some of your most special moments taken from 49 epic races. Let's take a look at your top 10.
I can remember watching the Santiago race last year where the 2 Techeetah cars kind of came together.
Oh, he's hit him! The 2 Techeetahs hit each other! And Van, does he make it round the corner? Yes!
It was really on the edge of not finishing that race. Maybe it was better for the fans than for me inside the car. It was not a fun moment, definitely not.
At 9, the controversial first corner shunt that decided the Season 2 title race.
I think it was an amazing thriller in the end with Lucas crashing into my car.
He goes side by side. Oh, he hit him! I don't believe it! The 2 championship contenders out at turn 1.
A bad one for me, unfortunately. I lost the championship there.
To have it like that, it's kind of Hollywood film, I would say.
At number 8.
Marrakech this year. That was a low moment. I'm sure that won't happen again.
Up the inside goes Sims, and Da Costa's
What are you doing?
They hit each other, Da Costa's in the wall, and the lead is gone! Mad! Mad!
I completely get it. You know, if I was on TV watching the race, all I want to see is chaos. For the people, it was a very entertaining moment.
At number 7.
My 3-wheel moment in Paris, it didn't even cross my mind to be on the list, to be honest.
Oh, Bird's got the front right! Bird is in 3rd, but he hasn't got a front right wheel!
Yeah, it was exciting, crazy as well. I mean, I didn't think I was going to make it around the last corner, and then the car turned left. I thought, oh, great, well, I'm going to be able to turn right because I've got a left-hand wheel. But I've got to say, yeah, that's entertaining for the fans.
At number 6, Daniel Apt's amazing clean sweep of pole, fastest lap, and win in his home race.
That was just, for me, the most emotional day in Formula E. A moment I will never forget, so thanks for voting.
We'll continue with the top 5 countdown later in the show. You know you need to see what's at number 1. To make that incredible Formula E film took a team of talented people.
10 bespoke Gen 2 remote control cars with amazing detail were painstakingly created. Specialist camera rigs were built. And then, with months of shoot planning, the film crew were ready to hit the streets of the Croatian capital of Zagreb, where the challenges of filming mini Formula E cars were just beginning.
You know, basically everything you see in the real world of chase scenes, Formula, whatever it is, that's how we're doing it. We're just doing it small, and basically that's it.
There's a lot of moving parts that all have to sync for very short spaces of time. We have moving model cars, moving camera car, tram traffic every minute, delivery vans. So we're working with spotters, police, location, first assistant director and his team.
Some fantastic innovations there to capture those pictures. Electric technology being used in miniature form to promote its bigger brother.
Right from the very start, Formula E has always championed the involvement of women in its series. As it was International Women's Day whilst Formula E was in Hong Kong, we thought we'd take a look at a new initiative that has the aim of encouraging more girls into the professional world of motor racing. This sees the efforts of 2 programs coming together to form a combined effort from the FIA and Venturi team principal Susie Wolff.
We're here today at the first united event of FIA Girls on Track and Dare to be Different. We have joined forces to become one global organisation that wants to inspire the next generation of young girls and women to understand that there are opportunities within motorsport, not just on track, but also all the other opportunities within the sport, from engineering to mechanics to journalism. That we need to get more young women entering the sport for the best to rise to the top, because we're one of the few sports in the world where men do compete on an equal basis against women, and we've just got to increase the numbers of women not only participating on track but also within the paddock, and making sure that we are nurturing the talent of the future and creating opportunity, making sure that these young girls and women realise that there is a place for them here in motorsport.
So nice to see this type of initiative, and I'm sure year by year we're going to have more girls on track. And I think that's really important. Motorsport is not for men, I mean, but motorsport is for everybody. And we need always to show, you know, that motorsport is for everybody, and that's why you know, we need to really motivate them, you know, to getting more and more closer, you know, to the motorsport, to all the different categories in all the different areas, not only driving.
So there's 2 different age groups, that's 8 to 13 and then 14 to 18-year-olds. And they basically arrive, they get put into groups, and there's different activities for them to participate in. Obviously the karting slalom is one, but we also have the simulator, the reaction test, the sustainability activity, we have the STEM activity, which inspires them on the engineering front, we have the pit stop challenge, the media challenge. So there's really just all the different aspects from within the sport they get to experience. We try to inspire them and then hope that they go on to do something within the sport. And even for those that don't, they get to move out of their comfort zone, they get accessibility into a sport that's sometimes seen as very inaccessible, and they get empowered from doing something new and experiencing something new.
What a fantastic effort from all involved to get that scheme up and running. Let's hope it's a great success and we see more women in the paddocks of Formula E soon.
5 years ago, Formula E set out to raise awareness on inner-city air pollution, a result of mankind's biggest threat today, global warming. 50 races in, and the world has reached a turning point. The electric revolution is truly here. The series has provided a rapid testbed for electric vehicles, aiding the world's biggest car manufacturers to shift the public opinion around electric mobility.
Back then, it was not a common mainstream people talking about electric cars. If Formula E has helped a little bit, or has changed some people's perception, even the manufacturer's perception, it's doing its job. And at the moment, it's doing its jobs perfectly.
Driven by passion for innovation and a greener future, Formula E is helping speed up the development of consumer electric vehicles as the progress in the technology made flows from race to road cars.
With 9 global production car manufacturers going head-to-head in the current season, the race towards a cleaner environment has never been fiercer. Big car brands now need to be part of the change in mindset towards electric vehicles.
What we want to achieve is to make people love e-mobility and green technologies, because that's the best and most powerful way to accelerate positive change. It's a huge step in the right direction for mobility, I think, to go electric, and Formula E plays a pivotal role there.
Since Formula E's first season in 2014, there has been a 650% increase in EVs on the road, jumping from 720,000 to 5,400,000 in 2018. The public are joining this electric movement in their masses.
People used to see an electric vehicle as a golf cart or something that was purely done because of environmental standards. And what people are starting to see, and Formula E plays a big role in that, electrification creates more exciting cars.
Now it's 2019, and 50 Formula E races on, the electric revolution is well underway. And with Mercedes and Porsche joining the championship next season, the race towards a cleaner future has never been faster.
Right, it's back to the top 5 moments in Formula E history as voted for by you, the fans.
The launch of Attack Mode and the Gen 2 car is at number 5.
The innovation is what Formula E stands for. I think it's the biggest step Formula E has made.
It's the beginning of a new era, a key moment for the championship.
Verlaine loses the place, immediately activates Attack Mode. Smart thinking.
I was really skeptical on how the attack would work, and actually it works very well.
I think this is what the people want to see.
At number 4.
It's like once in a career that 2 drivers crash in the last corner in the last lap and you win a race.
Who forgets that? I mean, it was all over YouTube, it was everywhere, so I would say one of the biggest moments was that crash.
Heidelberg goes to the inside line, and they make contact, and they're both off! A dramatic end to the race.
First ever winner in the history of electric motorsport, and I'm super pleased.
It was announcing what Formula E would become, a fight for the win until the last corner. Magical moment for me.
And in third, it's Sebastien Buemi's Montreal meltdown.
It was you. No, it was you. No, it was you. It was you.
It's either him or you. I'm sure it's you. You dive in like you...
What should I do? Hit you from behind or what?
And you hit me. Big time.
You know, I'm a bit emotional from time to time. I just wanted to get my point across. That day I lost the championship.
We still laugh about it. I mean, no hard feelings on that. I think for the show it was really good.
Do you think you're better than anyone or what?
That was entertaining.
At number 2, It's carnage at Mexico City.
Right where everyone is, you provide a crash like that, they must have loved it.
Round goes Heidfeld, pirouetting in the stadium, and then a shunt, and the two teammates hit each other.
That was very spectacular because the bills were really big.
And at number 1, your choice for the greatest Formula E moment so far. It's that astonishing final corner last time out in Mexico.
Here comes Verline out of the final corner. Zero. De Grassi wins. What a mad end to the Mexico City E-Prix.
It was a good show for that perspective. It was good. Not for me too much.
It was probably one of the best races of my career. That never happened in my life before. I mean, I managed to overtake him a few meters before the line, sideways on a straight line, and getting the win. That for me was just amazing.
He was incredible.
That's Formula E. It's racing until the last moment of the last lap.
To see this kind of thing happen doesn't happen many times in a career. So it's really a nice moment, and I understand why it's number 1.
It's time to head back to Hong Kong, where monsoon conditions meant the driver's skills would be fully tested in qualifying. Jean-Eric Vergne span out right on the finish line and starts in 18th. Our host, Sebastien Buemi, failed to make the top 6 cutoff for Superpole, where teammate Oliver Rowland once again went well, taking 2nd place on the grid. But some newfound form for HWA Race Lab saw Stoffel Van Dorn take his first pole position and 3 bonus points, the team's first of the season.
Good man.
With qualifying wrapped up, it was time for the race. We caught up with our host moments before it all kicked off.
Hi street racers, we are now on the grid in Hong Kong, just a few minutes before the race, and I'm gonna start P8. Not perfect, but still there is a long way to go, and it's gonna be for the first time in the history a wet race, so it may dry up a little bit at the end, so hopefully I can see you guys at the end of the race with a good bunch of points, but yeah, let's see, we'll have a good race, and see you soon.
Radio check.
Copy that.
Check. Copy. Check.
Radio is good, loud and clear.
What is about to unfold in the 5th round of ADB FIA Formula E. All 5 lights are on, and we go green in Hong Kong. It's a good start from Rowland. Surely he's going to take the lead. He does. Oliver Rowland leads into turn 1. Gary Paffett looking up the inside. Sam Bird isn't stopping. There's a few crunches in there, and Lotterer tries to get through. The 2 Dragon cars collide at the back, and they're going to be limping around. Sam Bird thought about to look as they came into Tamar Park. He's got the cutback here, Bird. Side by side with Stoffel Van Dorn as they head down towards Hong Kong Station. The 90-degree right-hander on board with Bird now. And look at Sam Bird, he's moved up 5 places on the opening lap. There's been 42 changes of position in the first lap alone. There's a yellow flag down at turn 2, so we'll keep an eye out on that one. Oh, that's why. 2 Mahindra's out.
Race over, race over. Nasser crashed, Pascal crashed into him, and I couldn't avoid anything.
We've got a red flag, so the race will be stopped.
Track is green now. Okay, we have green. Okay, lights are green.
Through the final corner comes Oliver Rowland as we get racing back underway in Hong Kong.
Watch for the goal to Cheetah.
And here comes Andre Lotterer up the inside of Stoffel Van Dorn, and Lotterer immediately pounces, moves up into 3rd place in that gold to Cheetah. He's absolutely flying.
He's lining up, Jack. He's definitely lining up to make a lunge into one. Multiple Le Mans champion, Andre Lotterer.
Bird's going to hit him. They make a little bit of contact down at Tamar Park. A couple of 2 kisses there. Oh, slowing is Oliver Rowland.
What happened, mate?
I don't know, the full course yellow came on, I think.
Okay, we'll try to recover then. We refocus.
Now Oliver Rowland came across the line absolutely fine. Bird goes straight on, and into the lead of the race goes Andre Lotterer. Bird went in too deep, turning right at Hong Kong Station, and he loses the lead of the race.
Stay calm, stay calm.
He's made a mistake. Lotterer makes the mistake. The 2 go side by side towards the chicane, like they did on the opening lap. Bird decides discretion the better part of valor there. Didn't want to be put in the wall. It's Oh, another little nudge. Nose-to-tail racing. Buemi, Sebastien Buemi out of the race for Nissan. The Season 2 champion not having a great run. At what time do you have to start rushing things? He nearly answered my question.
Yeah, he did. Oh, he's hit him again in the diffuser.
Safety car, safety car.
And that's because of Stoffel van Doorn's car stopped on the circuit.
And the safety car is in this lap.
But were the cars far enough round to activate the attack mode? Yes, they were. So through go the top two into attack mode. And that means with Eduardo Mortara in third place, he didn't have any attack modes remaining. He's a relative sitting duck in third position for De Grassi, Freitz and Abt behind. Andre Lotterer at the front, floor the throttle, there he goes, racing back underway in Hong Kong.
This has given Bird a good chance, Jack. Oh, I thought he was looking.
Oh, lock up from Lotterer. Lotterer goes in a bit deep. This could be Bird's opportunity to get the overlap, not quite. Then Mortara's actually done a really good job in third place, the Swiss racer, to hold off the Brazilian Lucas de Grassi, despite the cars behind all being in attack mode, where he wasn't. So Mortara in third has done a good job.
And there's Roland, he's had an accident, he's hit the front. You can see the damage yourself.
Yeah, he's shaking his head. Safety car deployed. So in the closing stages, the safety car is out.
Green flag, green flag, green flag. And push flat out, flat out, flat out.
2 minutes plus 1 lap to go as we go racing again here on the streets of Hong Kong.
He's looking.
They nudge, they nudge. And Lotterer holds on. Oh, and Lotterer's got damage. Lotterer's got a puncture. He's out of the race. He's out of the battle for the lead. And Sam Bird is in front in Hong Kong. Mortara up into second, De Grassi up into third, through the final corner to start the final lap of the race, and Bird has managed to take the lead away, and the German must be furious.
Man, I can't believe.
I'm so sorry for you, Andre.
Was that a result of the contact in turn 2? That's what the FIA are going to have to look into.
It has to have been, doesn't it? Sam Bird through the final corner, and he sees the checkered flag and wins on the streets of Hong Kong. Eduardo Mortara second, De Grassi third.
Well, he won on the track, but would Sam Bird be allowed to keep the full 25 points for first position? Tense times as the stewards review the incident with Andre Lotterer, whose weekend's work was all for nothing as he continues to wait for his first win. After deciding the incident was Sam's fault, he was given a 5-second penalty, demoting him to 6th place and promoting Eduardo Mortara to his and Venturi's first ever Formula E win. Nissan E-Dams didn't have the best of weekends after Oliver Rowland crashed out, having led the race, and our host had one to forget too.
Hi guys, so unfortunately we're in my garage and we had the suspension failure, so we had to retire. We don't know yet why it happened because I was just on a straight line and it looks like my teammate had the same issue, so we'll anyway investigate and hopefully we'll come back a bit stronger in Sanya. See you.
I hope so too, Seb. Onwards and upwards. We're pretty much done for this week, but there's just enough time to check out what's been getting people's attention on social media. DS Chichita's Jean-Eric Verne discovered the cause of the bad weather in Hong Kong.
Stop, please. Mercedes put out this video of their new Formula E car ahead of them joining the series next season.
Liam Payne tweeted this pic of him and series organizer Alejandro Agag just before his hot lap of the track.
And Venturi's team principal Susie Wolff posted this awesome photo of Eduardo Mortara surrounded by fans in Hong Kong after the team's first victory.
We're staying in Asia for round 6 with a short hop across the South China Sea to the tropical Chinese island of Hainan and the city of Sanya. See you there, street racers!